Hi friends, welcome back to the Enchanted Stay, where fantasy books and stray kids exist in chaotic harmony. Today we're talking about one of Bangchan's sweetest solo songs, Roman Empire. Fantasy authors are obsessed with empires. They represent power, history, legacy, entire worlds. So what does it mean when Bangchan looks at someone he loves and says, "You're my Roman Empire"? Now, on the surface, this feels like a playful love song. But I think there's something much deeper happening here. Because he doesn't compare this person to a flower, or the moon, or the stars. He compares them to an empire. One of the greatest civilizations in human history. And that actually changes everything. So today we're breaking down themes, archetypes, symbolism, and other literary devices. And of course, we're matching it with fantasy books that capture the same feeling. So grab your sword, your light stick, and let's ride into Rome. Core theme: when love becomes a world. The lyric that defines the entire song is incredibly simple. My Roman Empire, my Roman Empire. Not "you're my favorite person," not "you're my whole world." He chooses something much bigger here. An empire. Empires aren't small. They're vast. Complicated, historic. They're places people devote their lives to. Fight for, build, protect. In other words, this person isn't just someone he loves. They're the world his thoughts revolve around. Fantasy loves this kind of devotion. Characters who would cross kingdoms, fight dragons, or wage wars for one person. This becomes the devoted knight, love as a guiding star, and the one worth fighting for. Why Roman Empire? One thing I love is that Bangchan could have chosen any historical reference. Why Rome? Now there is a fun piece of context here. Roman Empire was created as part of Chan's collaboration with the Italian luxury brand Fendi. And Bangchan is one of Fendi's global ambassadors. So the references to Rome, Italian phrases like "Ciao Bella," and "the Eternal City" are absolutely intentional nods to that partnership. But what I love is that the song doesn't stop there. It takes those references and turns them into something much bigger. Because Rome wasn't built in a day. It lasted centuries. It shaped the world. Even today, people are still talking about it. That's exactly how he describes this relationship. 100 days, 100 weeks, 100 months, 100 years, I love you like the eternal. 100 years isn't enough. I love you like the eternal city. He's not describing infatuation, he's describing permanence. Fantasy constantly asks the same question. What survives the passage of time? Magic fades, kingdoms fall, heroes die. But love? Sometimes that's the thing legends remember. The Gladiator Archetype. One lyric immediately caught my attention. You make me want to be your best gladiator. Notice he doesn't say king or emperor. He chooses gladiator. A gladiator earns admiration through action, through courage, through sacrifice. Fantasy is filled with heroes who prove themselves not through titles, but through what they're willing to endure. This is the worthy champion, the knight proving himself, and love as motivation. The beloved isn't the prize. They are the reason to become better. The Black Stallion. Another image appears several times. I've got that matte black purebred stallion. Now, on a literal level, this is almost certainly a reference to a Ferrari. Ferrari is one of Italy's most iconic brands, and its famous prancing black horse logo fits perfectly with the song's Italian setting. But what's interesting is that Bangchan doesn't actually say Ferrari. He says stallion. That choice keeps the image symbolic. Throughout literature, horses have represented freedom, adventure, strength, nobility. And in fantasy, the moment a hero invites someone onto their horse, it's almost never just about travel. It's about saying, come with me. Let's leave this ordinary world together. Let's ride towards something extraordinary. Whether you picture a Ferrari speeding through the streets of Rome, or a knight riding across an open kingdom, the invitation is the same. It's not just a ride. It's the beginning of an adventure. Eternal love. Time keeps appearing throughout the song.
100 days, 100 weeks, 100 months, 100 years, I love you like the eternity.
100 days, 100 weeks, 100 months, 100 years. The numbers become so exaggerated, they stop feeling literal. Instead, they become mythic. Fantasy romances often operate on this scale. Elves who wait centuries. Immortals who remember one face forever. Lovers separated by lifetimes who still find each other again. The song isn't measuring time. It's measuring devotion. Fairytale Romance. One lyric feels almost like a fantasy novel. Just hold my hand, I'll be your knight. Not prince, not ruler, knight. Knights represent service, protection, honor. He's not promising power, he's promising presence. That's a very different kind of romance. Idealization. Throughout the song, everything becomes larger than life. She shines brighter than the stars. Time isn't enough. She's one of a kind. She becomes an empire. This is a literary device called hyperbole, deliberate exaggeration. Not because the speaker believes these things literally, but because ordinary language isn't big enough to contain extraordinary feelings. Fantasy does this constantly. Entire kingdoms rise because someone loved too deeply. Wars begin because one person couldn't let another go. The scale of emotion becomes the scale of the world. Roman Empire follows that same tradition. The true conflict. Interestingly, this song doesn't really have an external conflict. No villain, no heartbreak, no impossible odds. Instead, the tension comes from one question. How do you describe someone who means everything to you? Pangchan's answer is beautifully simple. You don't compare them to something small. You compare them to something legendary. Fantasy book recommendations. If Roman Empire makes your heart melt, you'll probably love these books. The Bird and the Sword by Amy Harmon. You have devotion, quiet romance, and becoming worthy of love. One Dark Window by Rachel Gillick. It's a gothic romance with loyalty, yearning, and it's beautifully written. The Winner's Curse by Marie Rutkowski. It's a romance where admiration and sacrifice grow together. The Prior of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. It's an epic romance that feels worthy of legends. Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. Love told with tenderness, letters, devotion, and hope. Howl's Moving Castle by Diana Wynne Jones. It's a charming romance where affection transforms both characters. Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. A love so powerful it echoes across worlds. Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies by Heather Fawcett. It's a softer romance built on companionship, admiration, and choosing each other. Roman Empire isn't really a song about Rome. It's about finding someone who becomes your favorite story. The person your thoughts return to again and again, like history itself. And maybe that's why the title works so well. Because everyone has a Roman Empire. Something or someone they can't stop thinking about. Let me know in the comments. What lyrics stood out to you the most? And which Stray Kids songs should I deep dive next? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay chaotic, stay magical, stay.